Let's all toast to Alan getting married. Congratulations, Alan.
Can I assume that drinks are on you tonight, Alan? Let's all get really drunk. I'm going to set up a champagne tower, so that alone is going to cost you $20,000. You can pay tonight's bill with the congratulatory money you'll receive from your wedding guests tomorrow. This is going to be a great bachelor party.
I'm the guest of honor. Shouldn't you be treating me to drinks tonight? We don't need a champagne tower. I don't want to be hungover on my wedding day.
Trouble busters.
My name is Alan, and I'm getting married tomorrow. I can't believe Todd made me pay for everyone's drinks tonight. It doesn't make any sense. But I was still grateful that my friends made a time to celebrate my engagement. After the party, I went home to my fiancée, Melanie. Ah! You scared me!
Stop screaming. You'll alarm our neighbors.
I didn't expect for you to be waiting out here in the hallway for me.
I texted you earlier, but you didn't respond and I got worried.
Sorry, I was out celebrating with my close friends. I thought that you were at your bachelorette party.
I didn't want to stay out too late. I need my beauty sleep.
Well, let's get ready for bed then. We have an early day tomorrow.
It seems that I made the right choice here.
Yes, of course you did. That's why we're getting married.
I'm pregnant with my boyfriend's baby, so I'm calling off tomorrow's wedding.
What? What do you mean by boyfriend? You're pregnant? What are you talking about?
Mark, you can come in now.
Yo, what's up, dude? Nice to meet you, man. I'm Mark. How do you know Melanie?
This is my boyfriend, Mark. I'm pregnant with his baby, so I can't marry you anymore.
You've gotta be kidding me! Actually, Melanie's being totally serious. Sorry for the inconvenience, dude. It must suck to find out that your fiancé was cheating on you. I guess I was too irresistible. I can't believe this is happening to me!
Well, it is. This is reality, not a joke.
Melanie, how could you do this to me? I thought that you loved me! Isn't that why we got engaged?
I never loved you, actually. You don't make much money, which makes things worse.
How can you say that to me?
Mark is 23 years old, and his annual salary is $100,000. Isn't that amazing? You only make half that amount, and you're already 25 years old. It became clear to me who I should marry in order for me to be happy. I met Mark 2 months ago through a mutual friend, and we hit it off right away. We've been dating since.
I can't believe this. Why are you telling me about your pregnancy now? I'm sure that you knew from before. It's not something that you want to reveal on the night before our wedding.
I had my reasons.
Well, tell me. I want to know.
Like I said, I was never in love with you. I was trying to figure out when would be the best time for me to dump you, and I thought that tonight would be it.
Well, I wanted you to tell me as soon as you found out.
I feel like I wasted 2 years of my life being with you. This is my version of a payback. I've already called the wedding venue and canceled our wedding, so you don't need to worry about that.
How does it feel to be dumped the night before your wedding? Angry! This is your fault! Do you want to fight me? Bring it on. I'm not into violence.
Mark, you can totally beat Alan up. You should show him how a real man fights.
You have a point. This is going to be so easy. Game on, Alan. I'll show you how strong I am. Fine, have it your way. I'm not going to give up so easily.
A middle school girl could win a fight with you, Alan. You're no match for Mark. You're going to end up with so many bruises on your face and body once Mark is done with you.
I knew that Mark was stronger than me, but I really had nothing to lose, so I fought him. And as everyone had predicted, I lost. I can't get up.
You're weak and poor. I feel sorry for you, Alan. But I made the right choice in dumping you. I need a man that's strong and wealthy.
I totally agree. I'm the man for you, sweetie. If you had made the mistake of marrying this loser, you'd have become a loser yourself.
You're absolutely right. I'm glad that I didn't make the biggest mistake in my life marrying Alan. I'm so lucky to have you in my life, and I'm so excited to start our new life together. I made the right choice by keeping my eyes open, even though I was already engaged to Alan. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to meet.
It's getting cold. I need to use the bathroom.
Could you go see if there's a restroom that you could use in the nearby convenience store?
Guess I just go here.
Oh, right. Sure, go ahead.
Wait, what are you doing? Stop it! Take this!
Mark, you're disgusting. Now Alan reeks of your piss. I need to get a photo of this. I want this as my screensaver on my phone.
I feel so much better now. Melanie, let's get going.
So long, Alan. It was nice knowing you. Here's my bill for calling off our engagement. If you pay up without any complaints, I won't make a big deal out of this. Bye now!
Shit. After I got home, showered, and changed, I got in touch with all the people that we had invited to our wedding to let them know that the wedding had been canceled. My friends and family were concerned, and my phone was ringing incessantly, but I ignored all the calls and text messages. I then got a fever from being beaten up by Mark and all the stress he and Melanie had caused me. I was in despair.
Hey, Alan, are you home? Come out, we need to talk. Tell us what happened between you and Melanie. We're outside your door, let us in. I'm going to kick down your front door if you continue to ignore me like this. No need for you to be so violent, Helen. Then what should we do? Alan's not answering his door. Maybe we can lure him with something. What do you suggest?
Well, if we wait out here long enough, he's bound to come out.
You have a point. Let's wait it out. I hope that Alan's doing okay. I'm really worried about him. How can we cheer him up?
My friends came to check on me every day and I was touched. But that didn't mean that I was ready to leave my house and face the real world. I was so depressed to the point that I considered killing myself. I mean, I was a loser with no bright prospects. I wondered if I had the courage to end my own life. Probably not. But I decided to go to a building nearby which is famous for frequent suicides. Would it be best for me to end my life and put a stop to my suffering? I hated everything in my life right now.
May I ask what you're doing here?
Well, you scared me. You shouldn't creep up on someone like that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to scare you.
What are you doing here?
Well, I saw you go into this building and I was a bit worried, so I followed you here.
I see. That's very considerate of you. You shouldn't be out here at night. It's dangerous.
Actually, I was taking a walk because I didn't know what to do with my life anymore, and then I saw you.
So I guess this girl was having some serious issues in her life as well. I guess that this building attracts all types of depressed people who are considering ending their lives. Or was this girl already dead and the ghost coming to check up on me? So there really are ghosts in this world, huh?
Well, yes, this type of place attracts ghosts.
If you don't mind, would you be willing to share your story with me?
My story? It's not very interesting.
I've never met anyone like you before, and I'd love to get to know you. It's not every day that I meet someone like you, so... And I want to hear your story before deciding to end my own.
I see. Then sure.
I listened to the girl ghost tell me her life story. It seems that she had many struggles in her life.
You're a useless piece of shit. Who hired you anyway?
I'm sorry, I'll fix the mistake right away.
I kinda like you to disappear. I don't ever want to see you again. You're not adding any value to this company. If anything, you're a nuisance. And I know that you went and said some negative things about me to our team leader.
Who told you that? How did you find out?
I have allies here who tell me everything. I can't believe that you would go behind my back like that. You can't be trusted. What you did to me is unforgivable and you're going to pay. I'll make sure that you rot in hell. Get up, you bitch. This isn't over. What you did to me is far worse than anything that I could ever do to you.
Wow, that must have been really tough.
Yes, it was, and I had no one to turn to. One of my colleagues suggested that I talk to my manager at work, but that guy at work found out and he made sure that I suffered any time that I was at work. In the end, the manager that I spoke to didn't do anything to help me. I gathered some evidence showing that I was being harassed by a colleague at work, but my manager didn't take me seriously and he confiscated all the evidence. The guy harassing me at work was pretty violent with me and I became really depressed because of it. I found out later that the person that had outed me was the colleague that suggested I speak to the manager in the first place.
That's rough. I wouldn't know who to trust if something like that happened to me. I can understand why you would want to take your own life.
Yes. What happened to you that made you suicidal like me?
It was betrayal for me too. My fiancée was cheating on me for months, and she only told me on the night before our wedding. She waited to tell me on purpose because she wanted to see me suffer. I told the girl ghost about everything that had happened between Melanie and I.
I see. Your story sounds very tough too. I can understand why you're feeling depressed. What your fiancé did to you is unforgivable. I hope that she's cursed for the rest of her life.
I'm sure that you could do that if you really wanted to. Would you be willing to curse my fiancée and her boyfriend for me?
I'm not sure that I can.
Never mind. I just realized that I didn't catch her name. My name is Alan.
My name's Miranda.
Miranda? That's a beautiful name. I feel so much better now after you listened to my story, so thank you. I wish that I could have gotten to know you while you were still alive. I'm sure that we'd have gotten along great.
Did you just say if I were still alive?
Don't worry about it. Just ignore what I said.
I bet Alan thinks that I'm dead and that I'm a ghost that's come to hunt him. Or is Alan the ghost here? Am I seeing things? I guess it makes sense. I mean, who would willingly come to this trashy building in the middle of the night? So if Alan's a ghost, what am I supposed to do now? I'm getting scared. Hey, Alan, it's getting late. I think that I'm going to go home now.
I wonder where a ghost lives. If you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you some more. I'll make it quick. Can I ask you one last question? What is it that you regret the most about your life? What do you wish you had done?
My regrets? Is Alan going to put a curse on me if I give him the wrong answer? But giving no answer would be a problem, right? But I guess that I can only give an honest answer. I wish to go on more dates to try and find my true love.
Oh,
I've never been on a proper date, so it would be nice to go on at least one date. I've always dreamed about going on a fabulous and romantic date like in the movies. I've never been in a serious relationship. I'd love to go to an amusement park with my date.
well, I could take you if you like.
Really?
Yes, I'd like to do something nice for you. I feel like it was fate that brought us together.
That sounds lovely. But are you sure? Are ghosts able to go on dates?
Ghosts? I don't mind. It should be fine. I mean, we're all going to die eventually. I guess Miranda was worried about going on a date with a human like me. She was a ghost after all. And even if we went to an amusement park together, people would assume that I was talking to myself since they wouldn't be able to see her.
I appreciate the offer, but I don't think that this is a good idea.
You have nothing to worry about. We'll have a blast. I was able to convince Miranda to go in an amusement park with me. I was pretty satisfied with myself for helping Miranda realize one of her dreams. Our date turned out to be pretty fabulous like in the movies, and no one around us gave me strange stares for talking to myself. I had so much fun, Miranda. Thanks for suggesting to go to an amusement park. I hope that you had a nice time as well.
I did. Thank you so much for doing this, Alan. It means a lot to me.
I'm glad to hear that you had a good time. Now you can make your way to heaven without any regrets.
You mean that you can, right?
Huh?
What?
10 years passed from that day, and I was waiting for someone special to arrive. I can't believe that it's been 10 years already. So much has happened.
I finally found you.
Do I know you?
I've been looking for you forever.
I think that you have the wrong person. I don't recognize you.
Take a closer look. You couldn't have forgotten about me already.
I've never met you. I don't know who you are.
Alan, sorry to keep you waiting. Mommy took so long shopping. I don't know why she takes so long to decide on what to buy. Yes, I'm sorry about this. Daddy, please tell Mommy to take less time when she goes shopping.
I'm sorry to say, but you're just like Mom. You spend at least 30 minutes to choose one snack to buy.
The girl is your daughter? Alan, what's going on here?
Yes, she is. How do you know my name?
How could you do this to me? You don't deserve to be happy. Have we met before?
I don't know who she is either.
You forgot what your fiancé looks like?
My fiancé? Is it really you? Melanie?
Yes. Took you long enough. How could you not recognize me? I haven't changed at all.
She's gotta be kidding me. She looks like a totally different person. I thought that she was a zombie at first.
You used to be engaged to Melanie, right?
Yes, that's right. What do you want, Melanie? I haven't seen you in over a decade.
I want you to leave that woman and marry me instead.
You must be crazy. No way. I thought that you married Mark.
I dumped his sorry ass.
Okay.
He got fired from his job after embezzling money from his company.
Embezzlement?
Yes, 10 years ago, just after we were married, Mark was arrested for embezzlement. He's now serving time in prison. He told me that some woman framed him at work, but I'm not sure if I believe him or not. Apparently, not only did that woman accuse him of embezzlement, but she told his manager that Mark was bullying her.
Mark was bullying his colleague.
This all sounds too familiar.
You said that your husband's name is Mark, right?
Yes. The name Mark does ring a bell. He was the one that was bullying me, all right. Oh, so you're the one that framed him then? I didn't frame him for anything. He was harassing me at work. I don't believe you.
It all makes sense now. That night when I first met Miranda, she was holding a document in her hand. The document was evidence of Mark's embezzlement and his harassment toward Miranda. Miranda figured that if she jumped off that building with the documents in her hand, Mark wouldn't be able to get away with his wrongdoings and his bad behavior would be reported widely on the news. The same day that I went to the amusement park with Miranda, we handed over the document to the police. By that time, I had already realized that Miranda wasn't a ghost.
So your wife was the one that framed Mark and sent him to jail. And you think it's fair that you two are now married and living a happy life while Mark and I are suffering?
My wife did not frame Mark. She was a victim of his bullying. Besides, Mark committed the crime, so it makes sense that he was sent to prison for it. You don't know how much Mark hurt Miranda.
Shut up, Alan. You don't know what you're talking about. To be honest, I really don't care about Mark anymore. I just want you back in my life, Alan. It was a mistake for me to call off our engagement. Miranda, Alan was my fiancé way before he met you, and I want him back. Mommy, this woman isn't making any sense. You left Alan and I'm his wife now. I'm not going to let you have him. What? Please, leave us alone. It's not fair for you to come back to Alan now. He's moved on and you should too. Alan and I are in love and we have a beautiful daughter together.
Miranda?
You stole Alan from me. How could you? I won't forgive you for this.
Melanie, you're being ridiculous right now. We had already broken up by the time that I met Miranda. You dumped me for Mark. This is all your fault.
I suppose you have a point. Then if I could make Miranda and Sarah go away, you'd come back to me, right?
Huh?
If you didn't have them in your life, you'd fall back in love with me. I just know it. We could get engaged again and plan our dream wedding. This is all so exciting.
I don't think so. I'd rather die than get engaged to you again.
I brought a kitchen knife with me in case things didn't turn out as planned.
What are you doing? Put that down! Melanie, didn't you have a baby with Mark? Think about what you'd be doing to your child. If you got arrested as well, your child would have no parents.
My child? What are you talking about?
So you lied to me about being pregnant?
Yes, I did. I needed a reason to dump you and get married to Mark instead. I figured that you wouldn't give me a hard time if I told you I was pregnant with Mark's child.
You're unbelievable, Melanie. You're a monster.
I need to get rid of your wife and daughter. This is the only way that we can be happy together. I won't be so picky about the amount of money you make. I learned through Mark that money isn't everything.
You're out of your mind. I won't let you hurt Miranda or Sarah.
I know how weak you are, Alan. Remember, I watched you fight Mark before, remember? You won't be able to protect your wife or daughter. If you get in the way, you're gonna end up hurt as well.
Miranda, I'm going to need you to take Sarah with you and run.
We can't leave you behind, Alan. Daddy, please come with us.
I'll be alright. I just need to deal with Melanie first. I knew that I wasn't strong enough to fight off Melanie, but I couldn't risk Miranda and Sarah getting hurt. I didn't care about what happened to me as long as Miranda and Sarah remained safe. I was even prepared to die if it meant saving my family. I would have wanted to live longer and spend more time with my loving family, but you can't always have everything that you wish for.
I don't have all day, Alan. I'm going to start by beating you up. I'm sorry if I end up stabbing you with my knife. You should have never left me for this woman.
Miranda, please take care of Sarah for me.
Alan, please be careful. Daddy! You're going to hell, Alan. Take this, Melanie. You shouldn't be running around with a kitchen knife. Someone could really get hurt. Kid going, Rose. You got the knife from Melanie.
Let me tie her hands together so she can't do any more harm.
Who the hell are you guys? Let go of me.
Rose, Helen, Todd, how did you know that I was here?
Sarah texted us and told us what was happening. Smart girl. She asked us to come here and help you guys.
Oh, wow, Sarah. That was very brave of you.
I'm glad that we were able to get here in time. We happened to be close by, which is how we got here so fast.
I know that you're terrible at fighting, but you were so courageous to stand up for your family like that. Stop talking and untie me. Why would we do that? You're a danger to us all. We're taking you down to the police station. You can't do that. You hurt our best friend Alan twice, and we won't forgive you. You're going to pay for your crimes.
That's right. You're not getting off easy.
Shit! I'm not going to forget this. I'll get revenge as soon as I get out of jail. I have nothing to lose, and I'm going to make it my mission to make sure that you're all miserable for the rest of your lives. I'm not so sure that you'll be able to do that, Melanie. What? We know that you're running from some loan sharks. I'm sure that they'll be waiting outside the prison on the day that you're released. Oh no, I forgot about them. We're taking Melanie down to the police station now.
I'm coming with you.
You should stay here with your family. I think that both Miranda and Sarah need some comforting after what happened.
Okay, I will. Thanks for taking care of this, guys.
I was so scared that we were gonna lose you. Thank God that your friends came to rescue us when they did. You don't need to fight anyone, Daddy. I know that you're not very strong. Please don't risk your life like that. Mommy and I can't live without you.
I'm so sorry for putting you through this. You two must have been terrified. My friends took Melanie down to the police station and she was arrested for her crimes. After serving a few years in prison, Melanie was released. A black car was waiting outside the building for her and she was kidnapped on the spot. But I guess that's not my concern.
Here's your housewarming gift, Alan. Here you go, Alan.
Thank you so much.
Todd, now it's your turn. Go on.
Thank you, Todd. Please let go of the gift, Todd.
Todd, what are you doing?
Fine. I'll give it to him. Just take it, Alan.
Thank you, everyone, for coming over and celebrating with us. And it means so much to me that you're always looking out for me. If you hadn't come and rescued us from Melanie, I don't know what would have happened to us.
That's what best friends are for.
What is it, Sarah?
Look at what's inside the envelope that Todd just gave you.
Let's see here.
I wonder what it is.
Oh, look, it's some money.
Todd. I still can't believe how Miranda and I met for the first time. I mean, we both thought that the other was a ghost. We were so depressed back then and had each considered committing suicide. But because fate brought us together, we found out what true happiness is. Ever since I got married to Miranda, my life has been wonderful. We now have a beautiful daughter named Sarah. You don't know how life will turn out, and I'm so glad that Miranda and I didn't give up. I told myself that I would cherish the rest of my life and protect my family at all costs. Trouble Busters!